The art of filmmaking and crafting a piece of furniture rely on a similar set of rules. There's the overall composition, the eye for detail, and most important of all, mastering your tools. There's a perfect lens for every shot in your film. Some give context, others add depth and detail. Nikon's 1.8 prime lens lineup has 5 different focal lengths. This allows you a lot of flexibility when working through your frame sizes. I like to start with the 20mm lens. This gives the viewer a great understanding of the tone and narrative of the artisan's workshop. Then I'd work my way into the tighter shots by moving through the scene with a selection from the 5 lenses. The longer the focal length of each lens, the narrower the angle of view created in your camera. This means you can capture tighter shots from a distance. When shooting in this way at 1.8 aperture, you will create a shallow, rich depth of field in the background of your subject, especially when using the 50 and 85mm Nikon Z series lenses. This will allow your shots to seamlessly come together in the edit, creating stronger sequences with a more pleasing visual narrative. This is what we call editing in camera, giving the viewer a better understanding of the evolving process in the artisan's craft. All crafts are driven by the pursuit of perfection. It needs to function, but essentially the details have to be perfect. And these Nikon 1.8 prime lenses show those details off with absolute clarity. To capture the details, position the camera close to the action, at its minimum focus distance. Then, shoot the details beyond those visible to the human eye. This will enable the viewer to appreciate the details in the artisan's process in a new light, creating mesmerizing and cinematic sequences. One of the great challenges when filming is working with your environment's natural light and how you shape this. The Nikon Z series lenses enable me to capture any light in any situation with precision, so I can design the lighting setting with flexibility depending on my creative intentions. A good technique is to bounce the natural light source from a window back onto the subject you are shooting. This creates a softer fill light, and when light hits your scene from more than one angle like this, it creates more depth and produces an image with greater contrast, making your pictures stand out. The 50mm lens is a good lens for pulling focus. This is due to the fact that there is no focus breathing. By changing the focus in the scene, you guide the viewer's eye and help explain the narrative by following the action as it develops in your sequences. So when you pull focus from one part of the picture to the other, it will not change the angle of view. Ultimately, as a filmmaker, the aim is to always shoot as cinematically as possible. The natural bokeh created in these lenses is an effective tool in creating a cinematic effect. The bokeh from the Nikon Z 85mm lens creates an ethereal texture to the background. If you are filming an evening scene, mesmerizing moments can be captured with the bokeh from any background lights in your shot. Having the designer working very close to the camera and the bulbs far away in the back of the scene will make the bokeh larger in the background of your frame. Using the Nikon Z lenses and incorporating these 5 key principles into your filmmaking processes, you'll be producing more creative results with precision, capturing greater depth and detail in your shots, using the natural environment you're filming in much more creative ways. Crafting a captivating visual narrative which will be the perfect complement to any artisan design story.